This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 6.
Now at 6 in June, a traditional midwife tried to deliver a mother's baby at home, but that baby died 2 days later. Good evening, I'm John Madden. Jennifer Griswold is off tonight. Now the midwife is facing felony charges and up to 20 years in prison. Ruta Olsonida was at her bond hearing today and has more details on that death.
Ms. Hawk, the charge filed against you today is child abuse resulting in death.
An unlicensed midwife helped deliver a breached baby at home that ultimately died 2 days after the birth. 36-year-old Angela Hawk helped assist the at-home birth this past June to a mother who is not new to her services.
She assisted this family in a childbirth about 2 years ago. And the mother had the same issue with respect to a breech. My client advised her of the risk and advised her with respect to her option to go to the hospital, which the mother did.
Hawk waited over an hour to call paramedics who tried to resuscitate the baby, but ultimately failed.
My client, as soon as the baby started to be born, did everything she could to save the life and protect the life of the mother, and 911 was called. And when the ETs and the fire department came there, they asked what they could do to help her.
The midwife is charged with a felony, child abuse resulting in a death, a penalty up to 20 years in prison. Hawk is a self-proclaimed direct entry midwife, meaning she doesn't need training or a license if she's not performing any medical procedures.
As long as she's not using medical procedures, then she has every right to be there. In an emergency situation, she did whatever she could, which you would expect anybody to do in saving the life of the child and the mother.
According to Nebraska law, at-home births are legal, but someone can only assist in emergency situations.
You know, like I said, it's in case of an emergency that happens where maybe somebody goes into labor right now, and certainly not like a planned home birth.
According to a podcast Hawk did in 2017, she claims with the type of midwife work she does, she doesn't want to follow many rules.
I am not a licensed midwife. I am a traditional midwife. I never want to be licensed because I don't like rules and regulations. If mom wants me to, to work with her and related. She has a breach or multiples, I don't want anyone coming and telling me I can't do that.
It certainly gives you an indication of what her thoughts are on the laws.
During Hawk's bond hearing today, her lawyer made the case that she's a good mother with 5 children, no criminal history, and that this was all one big accident.
This is a terrible tragedy, and sometimes tragedies happen and nobody's at fault. This is one of those cases. She's very distressed with respect to the fact that this child died.
Reporting in Omaha, Ruta Olsonida, 3 News Now.
Medical professionals have stated this death could have been prevented with proper hospital care. Hawk's preliminary hearing is scheduled for early August.